Hi everyone, it's Margaret here with 60 and Me. I'd love to chat about how to stay social in your 60s and 70s. It's so important. And I think I've done this video 100 times since we started 12 years ago, because if there's one topic that I think is so relevant, it is about friendship and staying social and connected in your 60s. It's so easy when you've got a family around you, you're raising children, you've got to go to their school events, you have parents that are friends, and then you work, you've got your workmates, people that are right around you all the time. And then suddenly you become 60, 65, 70 plus years, and you are alone. You're by yourself, and how do you make friends? And it's actually a really interesting conversation, because I was talking to some friends the other day who are younger, and they were saying that even they are having challenges now, because they are people are so busy. People are just doing things, and commitments, and trying to squeeze in a let's get together date is just impossible sometimes. So I think that that's part of the culture that we're facing right now. Making connections is really, really hard. So I want to talk a little bit about what we can do, because I think there are ways as we get older that help us to kind of boost our mood. Feel a bit of self-esteem. Just the things that come from having a connection with other people, that not just think we're interesting, or that that we are their neighbor, or we've got some connection to them, but that they think we're in this curiosity. We have knowledge or wisdom or understanding or perspective that that might be useful, and that we can share that with someone. And of course, there's no doubt about it that social connections help with loneliness and depression. They boost your mood, your self-esteem. But it's really important, though, that we understand the challenges that we're facing in this time of our life. But challenges and the word opportunity, for me, go together. I remember when I was working, actually, I used to always be told that, like, whenever you have a challenge, it's an opportunity. And it is. It really is. It's a time to shine and to come out of yourself, and to find new ways of getting what you need in this life. And socialization, feeling like you're connected to a group, a community, is really, really important. It feels daunting. You've got a body that's changing, that's not maybe as active anymore. You can't maybe go and do some of the things that you might have jumped on and done in the past. And knowing what holds you back opens doors to something that does. So maybe you've lost someone, maybe you're alone now, and you always used to travel with your partner, your husband, and it's like you're really not able to do those same things again. Yes, you can. You can, because you're not alone in this demographic of 60-plus-year-old women. There are solo trips now, group tours. We've talked about a lot of them on 60 and Me, and I'll cover a little bit about that. But go to our website and just check in solo living or making friends. You will find lots and lots of information that just might inspire you, just might be useful. But knowing what we're lacking, knowing what we don't have, is a way to help us move forward. So it's really important that you don't give up. Okay, local opportunities. Let's talk about local. Now, a lot of towns do have things that you in the back of your mind exist. Community centers, clubs, Rotary clubs, like-minded women that do things, travel, knitting, even language. I'm in some of the expat groups in our community, and like-minded activities are what makes it work. Because if you're not doing things that you love to do, then it's not going to be as enjoyable, and you won't meet the same peeps. So find clubs, groups that are doing what you love to do. Now, you might say, I don't know what I love to do anymore. Okay, there's an opportunity. Just find out what it is, what makes you smile. Do you like to read? Join a book club. Do you like to knit? Join a knitting group. We have one here called Knit and Natter, and it's like you can just jump on. I think they do ship. I don't go on it very much anymore, but there's lots of knit and natter, and starting an online group yourself if you can't find anyone. I've always thought I was going to start a adult coloring group, because I loved adult coloring. Do you like adult coloring? I love it, and that would be a fun little group to just bring your coloring book. Maybe I'll do that. I'm going to make a note. I'm going to make a note to do that. I think I will. But basically, leverage technology. That's another thing. You've got so many groups online that you can do things. You don't even have to go anywhere to do them. You can just join up online. In our 60 and Me community, we have a couple of people that are going to, in our Patreon group, I say a couple because that's all I know. I know them personally. They go to art museum classes, like a workshop. and one week it's Asian art, another week it's medieval, and they just love going to those classes. They meet other people on the Zoom call, and they are not. I mean, they're not bosom buddies, right? They're not like you're going to tell them your life story, but they're doing stuff that you like, that's fun, staying social. Start small. You don't have to do something, like a major dinner party. Just invite one person to come over. Maybe you've got someone at a coffee shop that you've been chatting with, a woman that maybe lives down the road or whatever. Say, come on over. Well, we just have a chat. You can watch a movie or and just you take the move. Okay, it's not always going to be someone asking you. There's a surprise. They're not going to come knocking on your door. You have to go out and find people. But start small, simple things. Embrace your story. It's like you've got a lot to tell. You've got a lot of stories that you can share. I probably talk too much because that's just kind of my nature. But, whenever I have an opportunity, I will tell a story that relates to something that somebody else maybe is going through. And maybe it's just a book I've read or a quote I've read. I mean, I do watch a lot of social media stuff, and I sometimes find the most interesting ways of talking about things. There's a therapist that I watch online, and she said the other day, something was like, the reason that we overcomplicate our lives is because hold on, excuse me, a cup of tea. The reason that we overcomplicate our lives is because we want to hide from our feelings. That if we actually stopped for a minute, we would feel what we needed to feel and move on. So we just keep ourselves busy and complicated. And just that little phrase, I used it with another friend, and it was like, oh, wow, that's interesting. I can see that. What do you think? Maybe you've got something you can share. I need a little drink of my tea. Actually, it's coffee. Oh, I was going to show you. I bought this new cup. I really like it. But look what I also purchased yesterday. Isn't it cute? It's a sweater that's got a little white, it's got on the bottom as well, on the waist. And it's actually got like a little slit up the side, so it doesn't sit like right on your hips. It's a very cool design of a shirt. I'll have to take a picture and show you. But anyway, I thought the sleeves were kind of cute. Anyway, back to reality here. It's your story, sharing your life experience. Volunteering, of course, always something that you can do. Give back, build connections, drive purpose, whether it's helping a retirement home, whether it's helping at a school, just, use your resources. And that's not just local. You can do the online volunteering as well. And so I know there's someone that teaches languages to kids in Brazil, I think it is. There's lots of different things that you just have to use that magic of technology. Honestly, there's so much there. Celebrate the small wins, though. When you do something that's really cool, even if it doesn't lead to a great, deep, meaningful friendship or relationship, you built a social brick in the wall of the texture of your life. Keep an open mind, Look for people that have different views, different points of view. And wouldn't it be wonderful if we could actually just sit down and listen to each other's thoughts, not argue, not contradict. Just say, yeah, I understand your point of view. It's different than mine. Let me tell you mine. And I'm kind of living in a fantasy world, I know. But for me, every connection, whatever small it can be, makes a difference. And I think it's really, really important. Building social connections takes time. It's not something that you can just do overnight, but every little step that you take towards it is a step towards making a friend, making a connection, learning something about yourself, learning something about someone else. Hey, we only get one chance to go around this beautiful world, and if we don't take advantage of every single minute, we're wasting our time, I'm becoming much more of a stoic, I think, as I've gotten older, and I kind of like it, that, I'm not trying to drill down and analyze and fix and heal everything. I'm just trying to, respond to situations as they come up and react in a positive way, not try to over-anticipate, be over-anxious, and maybe you can do the same. I don't know. What do you think? Maybe you can give me some ideas. I'd love to know you better. I'd like to have a social connection with you. And 60andMe, in my opinion, I'm proud of us. I think we really have done a good job of bringing a lot of women together, a lot. And I'm just, I think about my life and about maybe the little small contribution that I've made, and it brings tears to my eyes, to be honest with you, because you're just all so beautiful, and we're all just trying our best. We're all broken, and as our friend Ramdas, we're working each other home, and what we do every day to build a social connection makes the bridge stronger, the wool stronger, makes our lives richer. I love you guys. Take really good care of yourselves. Much love.